Hi there, Guy from Arturia here, and welcome to a special bonus episode of the Piano V tutorial series. In the previous 4 episodes, we covered every aspect of the original instrument, from setting it up to exploring its parameters and experimenting with the sound. But with the release of V Collection 6, including the update to Piano V version 2, there have been some very exciting new features that I think you're going to love. Now, I'm much more experienced in the recording and production side of things, so to do the sounds in Piano V2 justice, I'm going to leave the playing to my friend Adam Moore. Now first up, let's summarise what's new in Piano V2. There are 3 new piano models, a Japanese Grand, a Tack piano, and a Plucked piano. The mic placement options have been refined and improvements have been made to the mini mixer. The EQ has been upgraded. There's a new stereo delay, and also a new compressor. Now let's look at these features in a little bit more detail. Arturia is always improving and refining its physical modelling engine, so all of the piano models in Piano V2 have had some tweaks and refinements and sound better than ever. The new Japanese Grand is modelled on a bright contemporary Yamaha grand piano. Present and crisp and versatile, it'll cut through your mix with a strong, defined sound. The Tack Upright piano is based on a saloon-style honky-tonk. To cut through the noisy hubbub of the bar, piano players used to push pins or tacks into the piano's hammers, or coat them in lacquer. This gave a strong, zingy metallic tone, great for when you need an extra high-end push. The third new model is another totally unique instrument to Piano V, just like the metal and glass pianos. The Plucked Grand creates a resonant, industrial, strangely organic sound with rich harmonics and unusual decay and release. Next up, let's take a look at the new mic placement options. While all of the settings have been refined, there are 2 entirely new positions available. Under lid, a classic recording position with a stereo pair under the lid and a set of room microphones. Player, to give you the most personal experience possible. It sounds great when practicing with headphones. The mini mixer now also lets you lock the volumes of mic 1 and 2 and of 3 and 4 together in pairs, so you can increase or decrease their volumes at the same time. Disengage to move them separately is normal. The stereo delay is another one of the new creative features in Piano V2. A fully featured analog style delay, you can adjust the dry-wet balance, delay time, the feedback, and the tone of the delay sound. You can use this from adding subtle fluttering echoes to creating full hypnotic patterns. The revamped equalizer now features 5 bands, a low shelf, high shelf, and 3 parametric EQ points. The shelves can be used to boost or cut low or high frequencies. This can be set manually with the frequency and gain controls, or by clicking on the EQ point on the display and moving them. If you like to make precise changes, in the bottom left corner you'll see the specific frequency and the gain amount as you change the parameters. The 3 parametric EQ points act the same as in the previous edition of Piano V, but with a refined sound. You can change the frequency, gain, and the Q, which is how narrow or wide the affected area is. As you can imagine, with a powerful 5-band EQ, you can go into incredible detail on your piano sound and give it practically any tone you want. Lastly, the built-in compressor gives you another level of Pro Studio control inside Piano V2. Let's take a look at the parameters available. Bringing the threshold down will make the compressor affect more and more of the sound, starting with the louder parts and moving to the quieter parts the lower you take it. The ratio sets what volume change you want to apply to the sounds that go over the threshold. A ratio of 2:1 will half the volume, 4:1 will half that again, and so on. The attack determines how quickly the compressor jumps into action, reducing your volume. A fast attack will control volume spikes very well, but a slower attack will preserve more of the transient detail. Finally, the release parameter determines the level that the audio has to drop below for the compressor to release and stop affecting the sound. You can use this tool in many different ways, from taking the energy off some of the hardest hits all the way to squashing the sound into a really processed tone. And that's it for this bonus episode. Now, if you like the sound of the new features, don't forget to upgrade to Piano V2, or purchase it as part of V Collection, and get 21 incredible vintage keyboards and synths to play with. Thanks again for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.